Demari, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Capricorn. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll get the key theme of the week using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Work Your Light deck, and some angel messages using the Angel Answers. When it comes to the tarot, I'll be pulling from the Intuitive and clarifying with the Waite deck. So, Capricorn. Let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 1st to the 7th of March 2021. So just while I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Don't forget, I will be streaming on Twitch again soon, so follow me over there to be a part of the live discussions and tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So Capricorn, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle this week is Conflict. I feel like this is more speaking of inner conflict. I really get the sense that you're trying to, in some way, you're kind of pulling yourself back. It's like you're holding yourself back from doing something that you feel guided towards. Something you feel like you're being compelled to do, okay? Or a direction you're feeling like you're being, drawn towards or pulled towards. But you're kind of pulling yourself back. You're holding yourself back. And that's creating inner conflict, right? I feel like there may have been something that's like challenging you, but in a very positive way, that's going to trigger a lot of spiritual and personal growth. But there is a reluctance to go in this new direction. There's a reluctance to explore this new possibility based on what you already know or based on what you've always done, right? So that's where I'm feeling like there's dissonance. Because there's something that's pushing you, that's challenging you, and it's guiding you towards this growth. But at the same time, you're kind of reluctant, or there's some fear around doing so because it does require a certain level of surrender and control. That's what I feel like it is for you, whoever I'm picking up on. And do bear in mind, it might not resonate with your particular circumstances, so just take it if it does, okay? As I say, you can watch from your other placements. So, let's see what... Okay, I'm going to shuffle again because I just got that card, so you never know. I just want to make sure that that is the right card for you, because I just got that in a previous reading. Ooh, 2 minutes. And, yeah, it was just there on the table. It's just there, so... I want to make sure I get the right card for this situation. So what is it that can help Capricorn at this time? What is it that they need to know with regards to this situation? Okay, so you have Sisterhood of the Rose. I love this energy, it's gorgeous. Sisterhood of the Rose. And it says here, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. There we go. As I said, a change in direction. You're being pulled, gravitated towards becoming a mystic, a high priestess possibly, a teacher, a spiritual teacher, a guide, a healer, right? Using the divine feminine wisdom. And bearing in mind, even if you're a male, right, you can still tap into your own inner divine femininity, right? You still have that aspect to yourself. And that may be where you're feeling like your spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities are really being activated, that they're coming back online because of what's happening within the divine feminine aspect of yourself, this alchemization process, right? And maybe that's where there's that dissonance, that confusion as well, and conflict of opinion or beliefs, because you've always walked one path, right, in your spirituality or religious practices, but you're being called to another that truly resonates with you on a soul level. Okay, interesting. So you may very well become a healer, a priest or priestess, a spiritual coach, right? Something of that nature. Something that involves communication with the divine. Anyway, you could become a card reader, a tarot reader, okay? Or if that's something you did in the past, this may be something that you're revisiting, right? Amazing. So let's see what the angel answers has for you. So what is it that Capricorn needs to know? What else would you like to relay to Capricorn? Nice. So you do have the same card that Libra got. You have peaceful resolution. Amazing. So I feel like the more you kind of surrender and embrace this path that's opening up for you, the more you'll feel at peace. You'll get a significant sense of inner peace, clarity, higher wisdom, okay? That your light center really brightens and shines, and I feel like you just attract so much abundance and so much ascended energy, right? So it's like you're finally truly stepping into your authentic light, you know, without any filters, without any downplaying of your abilities, without needing to conform to certain traditions, certain belief systems that you held in the past, or societal expectations. You are just coming into your light. Amazing. Okay, so let's continue. So essentially, you're not letting society, you're not letting family traditions or belief systems as well tell you who you ought to be. You are just becoming who you really are, right? You're just stepping into your own authentic light, which is gorgeous. Because it's not for anyone else to dictate what that path is for you. Only you can really uncover your truth. Okay. Amazing. So let's see what the tarot has to say about all this, what is likely to play out. Yeah, I'm not surprised that came up. Okay. For some of you, you may have Libra placements. If you do, right? If you have strong Libra placements, I recommend checking out the Libra reading as well, because it's quite closely related to the messages I got for Libra. Yeah, and there's that Ace of Cups as well that I was missing. So yeah, definitely check the Libra reading out if you have strong Libra placements, or if you're dealing with a Libra Capricorn, because your energy came up very strongly in the Libra reading. Okay. So let's get into the tarot messages. So the first card out is the Devil. So here you are, Capricorn, right? And I feel like, yeah, again, the dissonance comes in when you're reluctant or refusing to acknowledge that a whole new paradigm is opening up for you. There's a completely different belief system, I feel, that's coming into your awareness. There's certain epiphanies you're having, realizations, self-discoveries, okay, inner truths that are trying to break through, but you're struggling to really get those downloads and those upgrades because you refuse to let go of the old. You refuse to let go of your old perceptions, beliefs. You're not willing to account for this new information that's trying to come in. And as such, I feel like you want to stay exactly where you've always been because it's comforting, it's familiar, right? And because maybe pride and ego is an aspect of this as well, because it's challenging to come to the realization that perhaps, you know, what served you in the past is no longer serving you, or what you thought was one way is actually another. So there may be just the simple fact that you don't want to be proved wrong in some ways, but it's not even about that. It's not about being right or wrong. It's just that new information has been presented, a new awareness is coming in. So it's like your beliefs, your like ideals and the things that you understand when it comes to yourself, your spiritual journey, you know, what's playing out in the greater universe is evolving, right? So all you have to do is evolve with it. So it's not about being right or wrong. Hopefully that makes sense. The next card out is the Four of Pentacles, okay? Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your energy. So I see you, again, trying to hold back. I feel like on some levels you're perhaps scared of people noticing these changes. You're scared of maybe coming out as a spiritual divine being, okay? And I did get this for a few of you. Some of you may be a part of the LGBTQ community, right? And you're afraid of really expressing your truth about, you know, your true identity, your orientation, right? Which does ties into this spiritual awakening, right? And I don't feel like that's for all of you, but definitely getting that for some of you, right? I've been feeling that since I pulled this card. And, oh, sorry if you can hear my stomach. I just got hungry all of a sudden. I always use a lot of energy, so even when I just eat, after a couple of readings, I need to eat again. So it's that time apparently. But anyway, so this is the thing. It's like you're trying to hold back. It's like you're trying to energetically hold back. You're afraid of being seen. You're afraid of, you know, releasing the old, you know, shell that you had and really just stepping out, shining in this new one that you have acquired that is very much more aligned to who you truly are, okay? But like I said, that's a message that's not going to be for everyone. But for the majority of you, it's just a case of, yeah, you're afraid to show the world the new and real you, okay? Because you're afraid of judgment, possibly from friends, family members, peers, that just won't understand your spiritual journey, right? Perhaps because they are religious, they're assigned to a certain religion, maybe because they're atheists, maybe because they just don't understand, you know, what it is that you are embodying at this time, right? But anyway, let's move on. So the next card is the Ace of Swords, okay, in reverse. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I feel like, yeah, if you express your truth and stand in your truth, being completely and unapologetically yourself, okay, you will bring resolution and peace to any conflicts that you may have had or are experiencing. You will bring a sense of peace and clarity into your own mind, okay? Because when you're not living authentically or when you're not allowing yourself to evolve, right, that's going to create dissonance, and it's also going to create a lot of anxiety and stress and even self-loathing, right? Because you're trying to force yourself to be something that you're not. So I don't recommend it, but I see you still struggling with that. But one way or another, I see you working through this energy, which is good. The next card out is the Three of Wands in reverse, okay? Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah. I feel like you know it's time to just let go, to stop resisting, stop putting up such a fight against yourself, because that's who you're truly fighting. No, regardless of whatever conflicts you may have had with others at this time, you're only really fighting yourself. So I feel like you're just coming to the realization, like, okay, I'm done doing this, you know, because it's time to surrender control and just, you know, move forward, move towards, you know, what is truly aligned to who I am now, to step into my power, to know that what is truly meant for me, what is truly right with, you know, who I am as a sovereign being, and my path that's now unfolding will be presented to me, right? The next card is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So yeah, this is the thing. You need to take some time out to really reflect on this, because this is not a small thing, it's a big deal, right? And I feel like you can't be yourself, or elevate yourself in the way that you're being called to do so, it's bringing a lot of pain, right? And it's like you have a gorgeous energy that's trying to come through. You have a really beautiful path that's accessible and available to you. A whole new beginning for so much abundance, love, compassion, understanding, acceptance, right? But your fear stops you allowing yourself to open up to that. And as such, what it does is it creates a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of self-loathing, okay? So it's worth taking a closer look at that, Capricorn, okay? And then finally, the last card is the Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? More air energy. Yeah, you've been through it, okay? Because you know that this path that you're forcing yourself to walk, or people expect you to walk, isn't for you, right? And as such, it isn't going to make people love you better or appreciate you more, respect you more. You're just going to be going through more pain needlessly, when you can just step out of that paradigm, step out of that environment, and walk towards an environment that truly nourishes your soul, that truly aligns with you on a soul level, right? But I feel like you will begin to do that. Maybe not straight away, but I feel like you will come to that realization one way or another. Okay. But right now, you're being brought to question the way you're approaching this. Okay. But yeah, I see so much resistance here, it's unreal. Your whole reading is just like resistance, 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 inner conflict, self-loathing, control, you know, and it's not healthy for you, Capricorn. You just need to be your awesome self. Let yourself elevate, let the path unfold. You know, let those who truly align with you gravitate towards you, rather than you trying to force yourself to be something you aren't, okay? It doesn't make sense. Especially when you can elevate, you know. And I can see that, you know, the path is opening up for you to elevate, to be in this high priestess, high priest energy, where you're not only healing, evolving, and alchemizing what's happening within yourself, you're also in divine communion, right? You're communicating with the divine on multiple levels and getting a lot of insights and wisdom from that. So that's really powerful. So clarifying the devil here, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like you're not wanting to break out of the old shell, even though you are suffocating in it, Capricorn. Like, it's just so restrictive. There's no airflow in it. There's no, you know, there's no room for growth in that old shell, right? What it does is it keeps you confined and at odds with yourself, where you could be, you know, like I said, really coming together with people that get you, you know, that really understand you, that really appreciate who you are and you being in your authentic light. And being able to celebrate your journey, celebrate these incredible blessings that are trying to come into your life, right? Clarifying the Four of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So that's Fire Energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Again, what I'm saying to you about not wanting to come out of your shell, not wanting to release this stagnant energy, to let go of what no longer serves you or what doesn't truly align with you and go towards what does. You're holding yourself back tremendously, and it's bringing a lot of misery, okay? Like, it's the same messages just being repeated, essentially. Like, it's really just being reiterated that you are preventing yourself from experiencing happiness by being in this energy, okay? Clarifying the Ace of Swords in reverse, Seven of Swords, yeah, there's that self-deceptive energy, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's sad because, oh my gosh, you have 4 aces here and all of them are in reverse because of the self-deception, the refusal to acknowledge where you truly stand, not wanting to make a final decision, not wanting to stand in your authenticity, right? This is just self-deception. This is not even about you deceiving someone else, although you may be trying to kind of, I feel like whoever you're in connection with, you may have a relationship or, you know, a close connection with a family member or a friend. I feel like they're already getting a whiff that you are not standing in your authentic light. And maybe they're questioning that. And I feel like you're trying to throw them off your trail. Like you're trying to, you know, deceive them in a way. Like so they don't see what the real situation is. That, like I said, you could be a part of the LGBTQ community, right? Or that you are essentially going through a huge spiritual awakening, and that perhaps a religion that you were born into doesn't align with your spirit, right? Or that, you know, your family's atheistic, or your friends have, you know, this general lack of understanding when it comes to spirituality, but it's something that you're growing increasingly passionate about. Whatever it is, yeah? Whatever the situation may be. You're trying to throw certain people off your tracks, right? You're trying to throw them off so they don't see the truth. But ultimately, it's going to spill out eventually, okay? I mean, when it comes to orientation, things like that, that's not anyone's business, okay? But I feel like when you're trying to hide something, it comes off, right? People get a sense that your energy is deceptive. Like you have something to hide. And a lot of the times people feel like it's something much worse than it actually is. Usually when it's something like that, it's obviously it's not a big deal, but it becomes a big deal in your mind. And then people become distrusting because you're emitting this energy that I am not to be trusted, right? So just something to be aware of. Clarifying the Three of Wands in reverse. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So we have Virgo and Aquarius energy here. So yeah, I feel like there's certain people you know that can't come along for the journey. They can't come along for the ride because they're not going to stand by you. They're not going to see things in the same way. I feel like that's what puts you off from wanting to just, you know, come out of your shell and charge ahead, because you know that there's some people that just cannot follow you on the path that you're taking, right? But that is what it is. That's the case for everybody right now. There are some connections that are being left behind because we have to continue to elevate. We have to continue to work on ourselves and align with, you know, what we want and who we are now, you know, regardless of whether or not people are coming along for the journey, because there will be new connections that will be made that are aligned to your vision, to who you are now, and that will make sense, right? But you can't drag something along with you that doesn't want to come along, or that isn't resonating with you at all on the same frequency. But I do feel like you are going to release this. You're not going to try and, you know, stay where you are for much longer, and you're not going to try and force certain connections to come along with you for the ride. Eventually I see you surrendering and letting go and just moving on. Especially because clarifying the Ace of Cups in reverse, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, so your energy, and the Eight of Cups. So I see you walking away because, you know, you're trying to get more wisdom, more clarity, gain more insight as to who you are now, where you're headed, you know, what is your spiritual path, you know, whatever form that takes for you, okay? Knowing that there's certain bridges you need to cross, right? And that even though it's difficult to let go, and it's difficult, you know, to know when to let go and stop trying to convince people or trying to convince yourself to stay. you're realizing it's time for you to walk away, right? Because you're not happy. We can see that with the Ace of Cups in reverse. You're not happy. You have an opportunity to be truly happy here. You really do. But it does mean being prepared to walk away from an environment, a situation, or connections you've always known. Traversing the path of the unknown is not easy by any means, right? But you can't wait forever for people to understand you, to get you, to see your value, to get, to get that acceptance. You have to move on regardless of whether or not you have their acceptance, understanding, or respect. Because these are all things that you have to give yourself, okay? And then finally, clarifying the Ten of Swords in reverse, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Sun card in reverse, so Leo energy. Yeah, this is it. It's like, how much do you want to essentially suffer for the sake of something that's not going to bring you any closer to your happiness? But when, especially, when you do finally kind of put certain issues to bed, free what doesn't serve you, what isn't in alignment with you, you can have true abundance, true happiness, bliss, golden opportunities coming in, divine blessings, okay? But right now, you're not open to receiving them. So it's time to focus on releasing yourself from these toxic patterns, from connections that do more harm than good, environments that suffocate you, right? So that you can begin to truly heal and go towards what really is going to bring more love and happiness, joy, fulfillment, contentment, and support into your life. So I hope that helps, Capricorn. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And honestly, I feel like once you kind of shed your old skin, free those self-limiting and self-deprecating thoughts, remove yourself from any toxic environments or limiting environments and connections, and move forward, that's when you're really going to open up to this gorgeous energy. Oops, sorry about that. my video is finished exporting. It's going to free, but there you go, confirmation. It's going to free you up to this gorgeous divine energy that's coming in for you. And you're just going to glow. You're going to have a huge glow up, okay? So I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.